everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. If you're a subscriber already, you're very welcome to come back and listen to me. If you're a new subscriber, you're very welcome. I hope you enjoy what you're going to see, or if you just popped on to have a look, or you just found me or something like that, then that's great. It's great to have you here. So you'll see I'm still in my dressing gown because I'm going to have a bit of a pamper day today. Because I'm going out with my friend tomorrow night. Sorry, what? Yeah, Friday. I thought this was still Thursday. Yeah, Saturday, tomorrow, I'm going out for a meal with my friend for like our Christmas meal. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm just looking down at the temperature. I've got my heated throw on. This is my heated. It's got a wee bit ooze on it. I've got my heated throw over me because it's still a bit cold. I mean, it's about 2 or something here now. Thank goodness it's not -9. Oh my God! That other morning when I woke up about 5:30 to see the, excuse me, I've just had my breakfast, to see the time, and I think it was 5:30 or 5:32, and I looked and I thought -9, and I didn't have my glasses on at the time. I thought I was just seeing it, so I put my glasses on. I'm like, oh my God. Oh no! So to get up, and I just put the heating on because it doesn't normally would come like before. I would have my heating to come on about 5 o'clock and go off about 8 or something. But in this day and age, obviously, I think people are just reluctant to have it going that length of time. So so I just got it up, and I would normally put it on when I got up anyway. If I woke up maybe say about 6:30 or 7, but I got up and I said, oh no, that's it, I'm going to put the heating on, I'm going to leave it, and that's it, just for an hour or something. It doesn't take long to heat up, and it was nice and cosy. Got my heated throw and everything like that over me while I made myself a nice hot coffee. So anyway, talking about that, I've got some things to tell you about. That's what I've come on for. It's not any hauls, it's a little chat. I've not done one of my chats, so I thought I'd maybe make this the kind of because I'm going to be busy next week, so I thought I'd maybe make this the kind of end of the year chat. You know, a little, just an end of the year chat, since we're coming up to like the end of the year, basically. So, anyway, you'll know that I said I was going to see El Divo. So I went to see El Divo on Wednesday with my son. Oh my God, it was a fantastic show. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, I've never, do you know this? I was so sad when it finished, and I came home, and I was just, honestly, because I think I'd got the tickets in, I think it was the end of January or February or something, I think it was, and I'd waited all that length of time to go and see them, and I thought, oh no, it's over like that in a flash. All that year waiting, and it's just gone like that. But the memories will stay with me forever. Really they will, because it was just such a fantastic show. And obviously it's coming up to a year since Carlos Marin's passing, and it's and they were speaking about that as well. So I mean, when they started singing, and then they left, like they had 4 seats, and well, Stephen Labrie is taken. He's like a special guest, and he's brilliant, absolutely brilliant in that as well. But he didn't come in this song, and they had 4 seats, and they had the lights, the spotlights shining on them, but they had one that was more profound, if that we call it, you know, more light than the rest of them. And then you heard Carlos's voice coming in, and I mean, I don't think there was a dry eye in that hall, the theatre, you know, the place, concert hall we were in. It was just because, I mean, I just started, I knew I was going to go, because the minute that he mentioned it, and the minute that his Carlos's voice came on, that was it. I was away. It was a bittersweet time, you know, because I'd like to have gone to see Carlos and that singing, obviously, but Stephen Labrie, I can't fault him one little bit. He is just absolutely brilliant. And I hope they don't just say like from now on that they're going to make him like the special guest. I hope he does become one of them, because he fits in perfectly. They all get on. The fans all like him. I mean, a lot of the fans, like I've noticed sometimes on social media, are saying, oh, you know, still miss Carlos. Everybody misses Carlos. And then they're saying, oh, Stephen will never replace him. He's never trying to replace him. He's even said that. You know, I mean, you can't replace a person after they're gone, because a person is a person, and that's it. You know, but I mean, the show has to go on, as they say, and they needed a baritone. So I mean, if the guys still wanted to go on, and they even said that it's what Carlos would have wanted, you know. So I mean, well, I mean, they don't know what he would have wanted, to be honest with you, because I mean, I don't know why people say that really, but if they wanted to go on, I mean, life goes on. We've all lost somebody, and we still have to keep going. So I agree with a lot of things in that, and so I agree with that. They want to keep going. They want people, the fans wanted them. That's it. I mean, how many other groups members have left, and they've still went on and had great success in that. So I agree with it. So I've got myself a coffee here. I've got, look, my mummy mug. Is it my mummy elf? I thought it said my mummy elf. That was from Pound Shop online. Oh yeah, I got my nails done. Forgot about that. I went up on this Monday past to get them done. Thought I was never going to. I've got to come out my path and cross over the other side of the road, and there's a bus stop which takes me up to the little place that I'm going to get them done. It's about a mile or something, maybe a mile and a half, maybe, if it is. And I thought I'm never going to get across that road because it's going to be. It was slippy, right? I thought I'm never, and it was absolutely bitter, freezing cold, really cold. So the bus was, I think it was about 10 minutes or something. So I went out for the bus. 10 minutes I waited for the bus, and it came. I got on the bus. There was no heating. Could feel there was no heating. It was just freezing, and I had to walk from along a good bit actually, to go to the nail bar, and I was like taking baby steps all the time, and so was other people. So I got to the nail bar. I was actually early. I was quite a good bit early actually, because I gave myself plenty of time. So I just went in and I just said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm early, but I've come from, you know, where I stay and that." And I says, "I just wanted to get the bus so I'd be here in time." And they said, "Oh no, come in, it's fine." And it just took me right there and then, so that was fine. So I was actually home before my time that I was supposed to actually. Well, maybe not so much that. No, I was up supposed to go for 10. I was there for about 9:30, I think, and I came back in here home about just after maybe 11, I think it was. So if I'd went up for the right time, excuse me, I would have probably still been there. But I was glad to be back home because the bus coming down as well was absolutely freezing as well. I mean, the driver was sitting in his little cabin thing, whatever you call it, short sleeves, and obviously he must have some heat in that bus or in that little bit there, and everybody else is perishing, freezing. I was ever so glad to get back out. I was like, teeth were chattering at the bus stop. So got the nails done, and then I came in. First thing I done, took my jacket off, put the heating on for a little bit, got my throat heated up, made a coffee and sat down and just got myself warmed up. Oh, it was a bitter cold. So and then that was when that wasn't even -9 that day, and it was freezing. And because I was actually going to go to B&M and get some stuff, but there's like, when you come from the nail bar, you're walking along, and there's like I think it's a cafe. There's a little. It's not the B&M I go to, not the big one that I go to, but it was there's like an alleyway, or like a wee venal thing, if that's what you call it. I don't know what you would call it, but I call it like a wee venal thing, passageway, and there was nobody on this bit. There was nobody at all. And when I looked at it, it just looked like a skating rink, and I thought, there's no chance I'm ever going to walk on there, because if nobody's passing and I end up right on the ground, nobody's going to know that I'm blooming there. Or they might if they're passing the other bit, mind you. But I thought, no, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to a concert on Wednesday night, so I'm not wanting to miss it. I've waited that long for it. So I'm just going to put this down a little bit, the temperature on my throat, and that's me. So yeah, so I ended up not even going anywhere. I never went to any shops or nothing. I just came straight from the nail bar and straight home, and that was me. I couldn't take it outside any longer. It was freezing. Excuse me. And so that was that. So anyway, yeah, the show was absolutely fantastic, as I've said already. I went with my son. It was absolutely brilliant. I didn't want to put, that's what I said on my community post. I didn't want to put any footage of it on. I said I'd maybe chat to you about it, because I'm worried that because when I put one of my uploads before, I put a bit of music on it, and I don't know what the music was, but I got it on this thing that I do. It's got music on it, and I thought all the music on this thing was fine to use. But then the next minute when I used it. I saw that I had, sorry, gosh. I saw that I had like a bit of a warning or something, so I thought, oh, I better just, so I just took the clip off and with a bit of music in it. So I don't know if I'll be able to show you. I probably won't be able to put any of the music on. So it might come. Let me see. I don't know if I put anything up of it. I'll just see if I can show you this. This was a picture. This is one of the pictures. That was just the three of them. If you can see that. Just there. You can see that. That was just the three of them at the beginning. And then they bring on Stephen Labrie. I don't know. I should have put it sideways. I'll not want to put the music on, but that is them. If you can see it. That is them performing. Show you a little clip just in case I get done for that as well. But we had quite a good show, a good view, I should say. I'll show you this one. This is a bit closer up as well. We got them. So that was that's Stephen Labrie in there, here, that's taken over from Carlos. That's let's see. Trying to see that. That's David. That's Seb, and that's ours. I'm looking at it differently here, so that. Yeah, so it was a fantastic show. It was absolutely brilliant. I've got a couple more, but this is. I'll just show you this picture. This was me, ready to go, all dolled up, with my glittery top on. I'm trying to think where I got that top. I think it might have been Matalan, maybe. That was a while. I had it for a couple of years. And this is myself and my son at the show. I don't know what he's done with his hair there, because when I saw him, I met up with him and I said, what's happened to your hair? Because it's normally a bit flat. And he says, I don't know. He says, it's came like this. So whatever, maybe it's a new show he's having. So that was us. You'll notice that we still had our coats on because they still had the doors open. Like there was like a bit of a draft coming in. But as soon as they shut the doors, you could feel the heat. I mean, there was like about 2,000 people there. So it got, I wouldn't say it got very warm. I mean, it wasn't cold. It just got really nice and comfortable. Because we're wearing that sweatshirt. Well, it's not a sweatshirt. It's actually like, it's a thin, it's a jumper, but it's thin. But you think it looked like a sweatshirt, and it's got all the little sequins or whatever they're called, beads, things, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I said I was swithering whether to put that on, or should I put on like a blouse and a cardigan and take the cardigan off if it got too hot. But I thought, I can't be bothered taking like jackets off, cardigans off, scarves off. I'll never be able to sit in the seat. I'll have that much blooming stuff there. So I decided that I was going to wear that, and I'm quite glad I did because it worked out fine. I wasn't too hot or nothing. I was just fine. It was freezing outside though, I must admit, and but that was good. Good when I got home. I was going to stay there. Yeah. So, but I was quite sad actually. I just got a taxi home. I got the bus there. I mean, it's just like one bus and you're there and you just walk along. But it was after. I think it was after 10 o'clock or something at night. So my son said he's got like an app. It's not an Uber thing. It was some kind of app or whatever it's for a taxi rank in Edinburgh. And he just phoned for it. Well, didn't phone. He saw like the app thing and he just thing with the taxi and said the taxi's about half a mile away or something. It'll be here in about 5 minutes. Because over at the other, because I was going to go over the other side of the road to get a taxi. And but there must have been about 50 people standing there. And this was after 10 o'clock. And he says, you're still going to be standing there about midnight if you're going to be waiting on one. So he said, I've got the app, so I'll get that one for you. So, and I was home within no time at all. So that was good. So a wee hot chocolate when I got in to warm myself up. And had a wee look at the footage that I'd done and that. So, yeah, it was a good night, must admit. Very, very good night. So I've got, now, changing the subject, I've got all my Christmas shopping done. Yesterday, I parcelled it all up. I've not got a lot, as I said. I've got a few things that I'd bought, so got them parcelled up yesterday. Just a couple of things, and everything is ready. I think my son is coming out on Sunday, so he's going to bring presents, and I'm going to give him his away, and that's it. And then I'm seeing my friend, so we'll swap presents as well. I've been, and the postal strikes, oh my god, do you know this? I ordered, I put an order into Shein at the end of November, or I was actually looking back, I think it was the 25th of November, and it's away, it's supposed to be in some, it was stuck right through for about, from the 30th of November to about this week to Monday, it's some distribution place. It had been stuck there for ages, and then it went on the move, and then it went to some other place it's at now. So, and it's, I don't know how long it's going to take, because they've no updates, so I don't know when that's going to come. So I'd ordered a few things like for to put into like parcels and that, but I don't know whether I'll get them for next week or for, I don't know, I'll just check and see if there's an update on it. See what they say. If there's any movement since I last looked. Oh, just a bit pressed the wrong button. Track. Nope. In transit, 12th of December, so we're now the 16th, in transit, at PSC Atherstone item received. So I checked, I think it's Birmingham, I think that place is. So it was, and I looked back, the date I ordered, order placed, the 25th of November. So, and then the 12th, it's not moved since then, so I don't know when it's ever going to arrive. But I'm not the only person. Obviously there's going to be millions and whatever of people that are got their parcels all stuck, and letters. I've not even had a letter. I've got a post this morning, but I just got like a couple of leaflets, like junk mail stuff. But so that was that. So what else can I tell you about? Oh yeah, for next week, well tomorrow, well I said I'm gonna, yeah, I keep thinking, is it tomorrow Saturday? Because I don't know what, I'm all mixed up with the days. Yeah, so tomorrow night, I'm out with my friend, and then Sunday my son's coming. So Monday, I'm going to start preparing to get ready to see what I'm going to be making for Christmas, like the fudge, the truffles, and the Baileys and that as well. I think I've got Asda coming on the 20th. Just with some bits and pieces to tide me over. Just some milk and things like that. Milk, bread, just the essentials and that, you know, little things to keep me going, as probably everybody else is doing too. So that'll be me, another little shop, and that should keep me going. I mean, a lot of people like buy loads and loads of things over Christmas. I mean, I know I'm just myself, but sometimes you can go overboard with buying stuff that you don't need. And I mean, it's only like the shops are only closed for like a day or 2 days, you know. So I mean, I always think, you know, just buy what you need, and then you can get, you know, get the rest. Or if you have to get it, obviously, if you're not getting out and about, and if the weather's bad like this, I suppose you have to get it all in. A bit like myself. I mean, I don't drive, so I do all my shopping online. If I'm needing like milk or things like that, I'll just nip up to the wee shop up the road, the Scotmid. It's just a wee supermarket. It's very dear though. I mean, you couldn't do a weekly shopping or a monthly shopping in there. Oh my God, no! You can come out with one bag and it's about £20, and you've only bought about 4 things. So that's that. So yeah. What else have I got to say? Trying to think what else I've got to say to you. Told you about El Divo. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else now. I think I just wanted to update you on a few things. Well, just to see how you all are doing as well. Have you got all of your Christmas shopping done? Have you been to any pantomimes? Have you been to any concerts? What's your plans for Christmas? And New Year and all that, but we'll talk about that in another one. We'll get Christmas over with first. Yeah, so there was more snow this morning. I woke up about 6 o'clock, and I just happened to open my blind just to see what the weather was like, and there was more snow. So I actually don't mind if there's more snow, because when it's fell on the top of all that icy stuff, it's actually probably still be a bit slippy, but I think, well, I actually do, if it's snowed, I like the snow when it's just fallen, and then you can walk in it. It's when everybody starts walking on it, or it goes, or because you get it so cold and it gets that hard weight and everything like that, and that's when it becomes a skating rink and dangerous. Because not, when was it? A couple of years ago, I think it was really, really bad snow, and I remember I'd went out my back door to shovel the snow, and I've got 2 steps outside my back door, and of course when I went out, I'm shoveling the snow, and then of course because the snow was quite high, because we get it really, really bad here in Scotland. Snow is snow, right? When they say it's going to snow, it is going to snow. So of course I'm shoveling away like that, and of course me forgetting there was another bit of a step at the bottom. I forgot about that, and I thought I stepped onto the snow, and I hadn't. So I went all my length, so I was lying like that in the middle of the garden with all the snow around about me. So I got up. I was fine though, because it was just nice. Well, I'm not saying it was nice, but it was just fresh snow, so I didn't hurt myself. But I mean, if I'd fell in anything like that, oh no, I don't think I'd be. I have fallen in it before. I mean, probably everybody has, but I remember once when I was going to my work, and I fell twice. I fell twice in the same spot. I'm walking along, just thinking I'm walking fine along the snow, or it was the icy, well, what it is kind of now. Thinking I'm walking fine, taking the perfect steps not to fall, down I went, right, whoop, like that. I got up, I just put one foot in front of the other to walk again, whoop, down I went again. And there wasn't a soul about, which I'm glad, but there was houses either side, so I'm probably have been seen falling, no doubt. And but that was me. So yeah, I always try to make sure I'm just, and you know, some people seem to be able to walk a bit faster, even when it's like, and I'm thinking, I mean, it didn't even look as if they've got like good grips on their boots or their shoes, and there's me out there with soles like you know, because I've got a pair of boots. I mean, they've not got great not a great grip on them or anything, but I mean they do have like a bit of a grip, and even then I'm still walking really quite slow. But I've got a pair of, I bought them actually in Matalan. It was maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, and they're like Wellingtons, but they're like a boot, but they've got like a leathery bit up the side and that, and they're quite, like, you could wear them out, like, you know, because I was actually going to put them on Wednesday night to go, but the thing is, like, when I stay in Edinburgh, we'll actually stay 5 miles outside of Edinburgh. Right, so I'm not quite in Edinburgh. Edinburgh is the town. I'm in like a village. But I mean, you can just go like a bus journey, about 5 minutes on it. Where I go to the B&M, the Home Bargains, and it's classed as Edinburgh. So we're kind of classed as Edinburgh because we're just that way, sort of, you know. But so yeah, I've forgotten what I was talking about. I don't even know. I can't even remember what I was speaking about. Honestly, I've just lost the thread there. I went off the beaten track. Oh yeah, the boots, that's what it was. Yeah, I was going to wear them, that's what I was talking about. I was going to wear the boots on the Wednesday, but when I left here, I'll just put on my other little boots that I wore, but when I left here and got into town, there wasn't a bit of snow at all. I said that to my son. I said, you know this? I says, there's snow out where, obviously where he's staying that as well, where we are. I said, there's nothing here. I said, I'm glad I didn't wear these welly things. People will be looking and saying, where has she come from? The Highlands, like, you know, the top of the mountains or something, you know, into town. So, but then as soon as the taxi brought me back, as soon as we came into getting nearer to the part where I stay, the snow, like it's weird because there's no snow. Then all of a sudden you turn this corner and all you see is snow. It's like coming from one country. It's like being on your holidays in a hot country. And then you just come in, just walk a bit, and then you're in snow. It's like 2 different countries. When you look at it, it's weird. It is. And that's what it's always like. When you go into town, it just seems to be that there's nothing there. And you come out here to the outside villages, and it's absolutely covered in it. And you go into town with a pair of thick boots on, wellies or something like that, and they're just looking, a pair of wellies, they're not even a bit of snow. You know, you think you're alien. And it's just 5 minutes on a bus and yeah, that's what it makes me laugh because it's weird, it's funny. But yeah, that's it. So I'm not sure if I'll have any hauls coming up yet, because next week, as I said, it'll be the makings, as I call it, the makings of the Christmas stuff, the makings of the stuff. So I'll try and do the truffles and that, and the what was it again? Truffles, whiskey truffles, mincemeat fudge, I think it is, mincemeat fudge, and the Baileys. I think that's what it is. That's it. So guys, I better going to start my pamper stuff. I'm going to have a nice shower, get my hair done. Pardon me, sorry. Still my breakfast. It's my cereal. So I'm going to have my shower, my hair. What else? I'm just going to take it easy. I'm going to put a wee face pack on. Look out what I'm going to put on tomorrow, which will probably still be the wee boots, because you can't really do anything else. You can't put any shoes on or wear a heel, because if you want to end up in the hospital, especially here, just put a pair of shoes on and that's it, you'll be away. So you can't dress for the occasion here. Suppose if you're going to a function, that's the sun shining right on me now. If you're going to a function or something like that, I suppose you could take your shoes and that with you. But I'm just going my friend's husband is picking us up and taking us. Well, I think I told you we're booked up to go to the Toby Carvery. So the Toby Carvery from here is, I'd say it's about 10 minutes. It's not quite right into the town. So I think there'll still be snow at that bit. If there is, I'll tell you, when I went to the Toby Carvery one Christmas with my friend as well, and they've got the tables and the chairs outside. No, they were going to be sitting outside, but they had. But I think we went in an afternoon that time, and then we done something at night. But there was snow on the ground, and but it was lovely. The scenery outside from the window where we were, but we're going at night time, so we'll not see anything outside. But I might see if I can take maybe a little video or something when we're coming out. Just see the snow and that roundabout in the place. I'll take a bit for trying to eat our meal and that as well. I'll just see if I can do all that. My friend gets a bit not sort of not uptight. I wouldn't say that's the word. She just gets a bit she's not used to me filming things like that, because she and that's why when we were on doing not the Christmas video, the Halloween one, and we were having our Chinese meal, and that's when she says, what is it she said, are we live or something like that, I think it was she said. I think that was funny, and she thinks that I was at the time when I was doing the video, I was just videoing it then to edit it, but she thought at that time that when we were eating that you were all seeing us just write what we were doing, and I said to her, no, I said I edit it before I put it on. She says, oh right. So I'll just see how we get on and what happens. So right guys, so I'm going to let you get on with your day, and I don't even know what time it is. 4 minutes after 10. Right, that's fine. So I'm doing this and then I'll just put it up for you and let you see it. So I can just go on and get my pamper thing done. So right, so if you've liked this kind of content, guys, it's just a chat. I know I usually put hauls on or whatever and things like that, but this is just a little chat to let you know what I've been up to, what I've been doing, and things like that. I just like doing a little chat now and again. Keeps me in the loop and keeps you in the loop and lets you know what I'm getting up to. I must say thank you very much as well to all the subscribers that have subscribed already. I think it's now 120. I'm totally amazed. I'm absolutely amazed, because I don't think there's even 120 people want to listen to me outside, never mind on YouTube, you know. But I think it's great, I really do. I'm so glad that you are all enjoying the hauls and the things and the content and whatnot that I put up. So it's really good, and thank you very much. And so keep subscribing and see how far it goes. 80 subscribers to get, and I'm at 200. I think I was saying 80 subscribers the last time, and I would be at 100. So 80 subscribers to get to 200. 200 for my birthday. That's the 7th of January. I can't see that happening. I can't see me getting 80 subscribers between now and the 7th of January. But as I said before, miracles do happen. The miracle of Christmas. Josie got 200 subscribers for her birthday. Hallelujah. Right. Okay, guys. So you take care of yourselves. Stay safe as always, and keep warm. And I'll see you in the next one, whatever that'll be. It could be the one about tomorrow night's meal, or it might be the cooking ones, or the Bailey's ones, or whatever. But I'll see you anyway. So you take care, guys. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next one. Take care. Bye-bye.